Oh, next round's up. Rewind. Ah, of course, the weekly match against Rewind. What's Rewind on this week? Felnscar again, please. Yeah, it's Feldscar again. Ooh, this is going to be a toughie. Champion of Cunning is a pain for us to deal with us. Champion of Cunning is a pain to deal with. Rewind greedily in a match on ranked, making me wait. I just insta concede. That's all I do. If I'm in ranked, I insta concede. I don't care about my rank. Speaking of rank, how are we in draft after not drafting for a couple days? Terrible? 6th? Not great. We'll have to do some climbing. Ooh, Amaz got number 1 again. Okay. Who just crushed it? Super odd? Did you just call Felnscar super odd? Just the deck that I won the July Invitational with? Did it happen to look like this deck that I didn't submit today that I was going to? Did it happen to look like this? Okay, he's playing Wisdoms and not playing... Oh, that's good news for us. Not playing Midnight Gales. Yeah, Rewind's deck. Yeah, Rewind's deck is Felnscar. Rewind's deck is Felnscar. It's the deck I did a lot of tuning with back in the day. Rewind deck was Stonescar. I'm looking at Rewind's deck right now. It's not Stonescar. Yeah, Maz wasn't number 1 for a bit there. It's because I had to take a couple days off, right? I got to get my number 1 back. I got to get it back. All right, Rewind. I'm playing against my baby. This is tough. We go slightly over the top of it, but man. I'm glad they don't have... I'm really glad Rewind doesn't have Howling Gales here. But, or Midnight Gales, I'm sorry. They changed the name of it. Wow, he's just playing... Oh, he's... Rewind's opting to play no, he's playing Vera's Favor. Oh, there's the Shadow Sigils. At first I didn't see them. Oh, this hand's garbage. Oh, in ranked? Sure. You should have beat him. Or had him concede. Triple Shadow. Yeah, let's get Primals. This hand's not great. Lightning Storm largely bad against their deck. It only kills Feln Stranger. I know this because this is nice because I've played with this deck so much. It's fun playing against it. It's not a deck I get to play against very often, except last week when Rewind also brought it. Tempting. It's tempting to backlash that. It's very tempting to backlash that. Backlashing Seek Power against a 3-color deck could ruin them. I don't think it's correct there, though. Yeah, Maz doesn't stream this game, but he plays it a lot in his free time, turns out. So it's good to know he's enjoying it. And this is why we didn't backlash that. That's why we didn't backlash it. There are a lot of really good players that play this that don't stream it at the moment. The Amaz is the same amazing from Hearthstone. Correct. That is the same Amaz from what I understand. They could be lying, but I doubt it. Nothing wrong with being on Felnscar. I've lived that life. I mean, I play Phone Control a lot. Basically, I play Phone Control or Felnscar unless I'm on something really dumb. Yeah, they've had plenty of sigils. Where are their threats? Permafrost is kind of the best removal possible for this matchup. Just answers everything they can throw at us. Only 2 main deck Sabos from him. Because we just have no other threats, I think I'm going to wait on this Film Bloodcaster so I can hold up Backlash to protect it. I think it is actually that important. Flying and Aegis. Alright. Well, like I said, Lightning Storm, pretty dead card here. So we could just Lightning Storm here. I think I do have to... Oh, nice. You're starting to get some premiums. I think I do have to Death Strike instead of Permafrost here. I could also just use Withering Witch. No. Let's see here. This is weird, right? Because I want to have Withering Witch Lightning Storm. I want to save Death Strikes, but this is one of the few things I can't really Permafrost. You have to have a plan for the other champs anyways, right? Yeah, let's just throw away the Storm. Get 2 for 1. Yeah, that's right. He posted on Twitter. I knew there was some verification that it was actually Amaz, but I couldn't remember why. Alright. Yep. That's the best draw possible here, honestly. Just a bunch of Champion of Cunnings. Like, that's definitely the biggest headache inducer for us. Champion of Chaos being the other one. Well, hopefully Rewind has no more threats. Yeah. I want to keep holding up these backlashes, so we'll scheme. Steward. Do this so I can ultimate plus activate or hold up backlash next turn if I draw power. If I don't draw power, I can play Steward, hold up backlashes, and Steward does some work against Maiden. This Maiden is going to become a real threat. Like, new Champion of Cunning ain't no joke, especially when you have this beautiful thing. Drew all blue banners and seats. Very nice. Diplomatic Seal, Excelente. I think I'd rather draw cards than play Steward here. Not exactly what we were looking for. Not exactly what we're looking for. Next turn we can Steward scheme. So we can scheme Steward and hold up backlash. That's cool. Looks like they're flooding. They still have power in hand. Sweet. Annihilate completely dead in this matchup. Absolutely no target. Ooh, Mistveiled Drake. We'll take Big Obnoxious Dude. We'll take Big Obnoxious. We have our own Big Obnoxious Aegis Flyer, turns out. Turns out we have our own Big Obnoxious Aegis Flyer. Yeah, if I'm correct, they have 0 targets. Yeah, they have 0 targets for Annihilate. Guess this way I can hold up double backlash. But this is just such a quicker clock, right? 6/6? It's a 3-turn clock? Alright. I don't get to hold up 2 backlashes here, but what can you do, right? Bloodcaster draw cards. So our Aegis will block that. So good thing we got this down in time. They still drew 1 card off of Bloodcaster. Ugh. I really don't want to do this. I'd rather race. I don't have to block here. But I'm going to. I think I'm going to. Because they don't play actually any reach or burn, right? Maybe I shouldn't have blocked. Maybe I shouldn't have. Well, hopefully they drew a spell, because then we can kill them. Oh, man, Permafrost. Perfect removal there. Perfect removal spell. They play 4 Death Strikes and torches and stuff. Alright, so here what we're going to do is not block. And what we're hoping for is they have double torch. What we hope for is double torch. Because that gives us lethal. No, no double torch. Oh well. Wait a minute. If they draw Permafrost, I'm dead. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have swung with this. I should not have swung with this. Now we're dead to Permafrost. I didn't think about that. I'm like, oh, we got backlashes. We're safe. As I'm literally staring at a Permafrost on one of my units. So that was foolish. That was just an absolute punt. Wow, just 2 unused backlashes. What's their sideboard look like? Ruin, Sabotage, Annihilate, Backlash, 2 Plague, 2 Stewards. Okay. So we didn't get punished for that punt, which is odd. Normally we almost get punished for it. Should have taken my advice. Alright. Alright, we're up 1-0, which means we're going to lose the match. Because that's how it's been going. What was my advice? I told him to concede his ranked match. So, where to find deck lists? Use... What kind of deck list? Do you want to see the deck list for this? Because that is ETS list. Exclamation mark ETS list. We'll help you out here. Huh, what do we want to do here? Scourge of Frostholm. Again, not quite making the cut, I think. I don't think... Their deck's a little too aggressive for that kind of stuff. A Zindal's Gift, though. Probably good. I think Withering Witch, Lightning Storm is actually... No, Lightning Storm just blows. Let's just get that out of here. Lightning Storm's just so dead. Snowcrush Animus seems sweet. Okay, well, if you want the tournament deck lists, which aren't really tuned for... Like, Ranked is very different from the tournament, because Ranked is not best of 3. You can use the ETS list command, or you can check out EternalDecks.cards. That's a really good place to find, like, actual deck lists. Yep, Permafrost, Sabotage, Backlash, all that fun stuff staying in. Island's favor, Vera's favor, sure. Removal, Stewie's, Champions, Joan Hurlers, no. Staff of Stories, probably need that. Withering Witch, Top End Awesome Stuff, yeah. I imagine he's taking out Torch. I think that's ETS. There's also ETS list. It's down below. Down below is the command. Missile Drake was sick. What the hell to make of this Withering Witch? It still randomly combos with Vera's favors. I think I want all this big crazy stuff. Vera gets a little worse because they have Maiden. Steward of the Past just can block all of their dudes on the ground at the same time. It's just a real pain for them. So I think we want all the stewards. I think Gift is good. I think. Traditionally, they can't drop their hand that quickly. 3 cards to cut, though. That's kind of tough. I really want the staff. I think that's kind of important. Yeah. They have Wisdoms and Bloodcasters. They're a bit slower. Zindal's Gift makes sense. Zindal's Gift makes sense. Keep all of our dumb top end. Maybe just cut the Omen then, so we don't have too much dumb top end. But Omening for... yeah, Omen's too good. I'm just a little nervous about them running us over. A little nervous about it. Maybe cut down to 3 Sabos. Sometimes it's... they're actually more unit heavy. They're going to be bringing in Backlash and something. Okay, we'll go down to 3 Sabos and cut one more thing. When in doubt, cut the scheme, right? Just cut it. Cut the scheme. I can't believe I keep cutting these schemes. I don't think that's actually ever correct, but whatever. Okay, so hopefully this time they don't have 2 Champion of Cunnings. I mean, we managed to beat a draw with double Champion of Cunning. That's because he flooded like crazy. This hand's fine. This hand is fine-a-rooski. Not great. None of our hands are ever going to look great, but this is reasonable. You know, yeah, we don't really want a Champion of Cunning. Alright, Film Banner. That doesn't give us any info. I actually want as much primal sources as I can get because of Champion of Cunning. So we're going to play this as a primal source. It's very important this gets flying in Aegis in this matchup. I was going to play this as a Shadow, so we were guaranteed double Shadow, but now we have double Shadow. The Pro Tour... what Eternal deck would you recommend for laddering? I mean, whatever deck you find the most fun, honestly. You can check out some of the budget lists at first. That's the budget command. You can build all those. Those are all just commons and commons, and whichever style you prefer, just do that. Stonescar Burn's a pretty popular, like, cheap-ish option. It's just proven. It's a deck that I've tuned for a long time, and a lot of other people have now tuned it. It's a good place to start. I don't know. Lots of cool options, really. Oh, what does this mean? Their own wisdom, sure. I like his style. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, boy. I'd rather play this after I Sabo. But I also want to Seek Power. But I also want to hold up Death Strike. The answer is always Stonescar Burn. I don't know. I would recommend Felon Control, but it's kind of an expensive deck. It's not the cheapest in the world. I could Sabo here, but then I don't get to hold up... like, I'd rather just hold up Death Strike and then have Sabo Steward next turn, essentially. And this isn't coming down for 2 more turns until it gets Aegis anyways. Yeah. So it's actually correct to do nothing here, I think. I think it's correct to do nothing. There's arguments for other plays. Mostly that we don't care if they use removal on Steward. But it seems irresponsible just with the way this board is turning out. All right. So we might get sabotaged here. Oh well. Nope, Bloodcaster. I could Death Strike this, but I think there's just... we'll just beat them in the card advantage game. Wow! Rewind kept in Torches. Why? How did Torches not get cut from his deck? Let's see. So he cut the Lightning Storm, so that's 4 out. So You'd have to find room to cut 4 torches. You're not bringing in Annihilate. But you are bringing in the Backlashes and the Stewards? Yeah. Maybe there just weren't enough cuts. Maybe there weren't enough cuts. Ooh, now I want to get this down with Backlash up too. That's kind of greedy. That's cutting it kind of greedy. Like, we only saw Torch that last turn, so we would have had to draw another removal spell. Plus, we have Vera to get it back, even if that does happen. Because what are our other options here? What are our other options here? Other options are use some combination of like Death Strikes and dumb stuff. I think this just makes sense. It lets us keep hitting power. We're slightly exposed, but this is the least we'll be exposed for now. If they drew a removal spell to go with their Torch, that sucks. Like I said, we have Vera. Still get a 2-for-1 out of this exchange. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. We get to Vera it back next turn. We won't have Backlash up, but they just used a ton of removal, right? I don't actually want them to draw these cards anymore. I think that's like actually relevant here. This thing's annoying, but we can permafrost. I'm trying to figure out what I need to save my removal for now at this point. Like, we're gonna get this back. I want to start beating them with this Steward. I've decided. Like, they take off their whole turn to do this, but they get to draw 2. Yeah, this is a grindy game. We're just going to have to assume any threat they play, we can just out-threat, right? I'm still going to leave this because it gets trumped by the rest of my board state. But this can actually draw cards. Just spooky. Slightly spooktacular. Like, yes, they're gaining life off it. Oh, well. Okay, a second one, that's kind of... I'm just being honest here. That's whoa, we got a donation. Holy shit. Dementus. There's a subscribe button. Oh, man. Thank you so much, Dementus. I appreciate it. Man, I forgot I could even get donations. Yeah, the sub button currently not a thing. Was going to apply for a partnership. And, my internet was down this week, so a little tough to do that. All right, we're in good shape. We're in decent shape. See what they draw? Statch Maiden. Did you... Okay. Statch Maiden. Statuary Maiden shuts off our Vera. That makes me sad. We'll just let this sit around, right? I think this is the line. Because now we start pressuring with 2 Stewards. I maybe should be swinging with Vera, and maybe I will. That's fine. We don't need to backlash that. Well, that makes things easy. Oh, MVP, Mr. Animus. Thank you. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Woo! Woo! Well, that ends games.